It's often the case that by contrasting two different things that we're able to see something that shines brighter than it would have all alone. Two things happened this past week that I'd like to call your attention to. One, Stan Musial died. Stan the man was a great hero. During my teenage years and growing up, I used to listen to the Cardinals play and always had Stan Musial as my hero. I even tried to twist around like he did and trying to hit the ball, but it never worked. When I tried to do that corkscrew type thing, then it seemed like I could never hit the ball at all. But Stan was one of those heroes that stayed a hero. It was not the case that there was something going to come out a little later that would make you think that he wasn't really what he was made up to be. Stan died. Good man, good hero, one that I would hope that all people might be able to remember well. This week it also happened that Lance Armstrong admitted that he was a cheat. He admitted that he had been lying about his doping all through the years. And in spite of the fact that he has done some marvelous things and through his name has been able to help lots of people that were struggling with cancer in particular. And he gave hope to a lot of people as a result of that. But it's sad. It's sad to think that all of the different races he won in the Tour de France, that none of them can he keep now, and every one of them are tainted by the fact that he was doing some kind of drugs during the whole thing. It was interesting to me that as he was admitting the failure and admitting that he had lied about it all, that when asked, do you feel regret? Do you feel like you were cheating? And his answer was no. He didn't think he was. It's hard to see a fallen hero. To watch someone that you thought was real and that had made such a great difference, someone that had come back from a very tough situation and had accomplished much, and then to admit that it was all built on a stack of cards, on lies that were not for real. Think about something that the Apostle Paul said back in his letter to 2 Timothy when he wrote to his young friend. Over in chapter 2 of that book, he describes the Christian life. And he said to Timothy, the things that you've heard from me among many witnesses, I want you to commit those same things to faithful men who will be able to teach others also. And then he gave a series of 3 illustrations that serve to help us to get a grasp on life as we ought to. The first one was, if you want to be a good soldier, then you must not become entangled in the affairs of this life, or you won't be able to please the one that is your captain or your leader in being a soldier. And so lesson 1 is that I need that kind of commitment that doesn't get entangled in a web of things that will ultimately destroy the reputation or destroy all of the good that I tried to do. His second illustration was that if you're going to be an athlete, you're only crowned if you play by the rules. And so in describing that Christian life, he said it's like being an athlete that you may run the fastest. You may pedal the bike the fastest. And yet if you don't play by the rules, if you don't stay on the course, if you don't follow the regulations, then you don't get the crown. And in our Christian life, we desperately need to learn that if we're going to be what God intends for us to be, then in spite of the fact we're saved by God's grace, we still need to play by the rules. And then thirdly, he said, it's like being a farmer, that the farmer is the first one to try the things that he grows, and he will participate. If he's going to grow a garden, then he's going to eat out of that garden first of all. And so if we're going to say things and teach things to others, we must be ones that live by them ourselves. There's a huge lesson in all of it. One of them, I need to be the one that refuses to allow the things of this world to entangle me and pull me back into it. I must be one that plays by the rules, and I must live by and do the things that I'm trying to get others to do. Powerful lessons. Let me ask the question, which would you rather be? A Stan the man or a Lance the fallen? You see, all of us may not be great athletes, but we can be real to the people that follow us and that love us and that hold us up, so that they someday don't look back and say, it wasn't real. He really didn't live that way at all. It was all a matter of pretense. I want my kids and grandkids to be able to say he was real all the way to the bone.